Good morning, John Winthrop. I'm Mr. Espinoza with the No Morning News. Today is Tuesday, November 10th. It is an A day. First thing, before we even get started, if you have not checked in with your homeroom teacher that you are here today, go do that right now. We need to keep track. If your teacher does not mark you present, then you get a phone call, and then we get phone calls from your parents. So make sure you go and check in with homeroom. So, with that being said, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silent reflection. Okay, for the daily bulletin. Remember, anybody who wants lunch can come to the school between, I think it's 11:30 and 12:30, and our cafeteria staff will be waiting outside. They'll run in and grab you lunch. There's a few options. So if your parents can get here, come grab a lunch. If you want to ride your bike up during the lunch break, you can do that too. There's plenty of lunches, and they're dying to make them. So announcements from Miss Traver. Let's see if I can get this right. Period 3, rooms 201, 200, that's band. That is the first half. Period 3, second half will be rooms 206 and 207, and again, that's band. During flex, it will be band, rooms 202 and 203. And then an extra note, since we're all remote until November 30th, all students from each cohort should attend their scheduled time, whether you're normally virtual or not. So it sounds like the schedule is going to be the same. So that's it from Mrs. Traver. That's all I have for this morning, except for mentioning the fact that we got that surprise news yesterday, which wasn't too much of a surprise, actually, that we're going to be out until November 30th. The good news is we have everything planned. We've been ready for this. We're going to follow the same schedule, and it's going to go a lot smoother than last spring. I think tomorrow I'll spend a little bit of time talking to our 7th grade students, because I've noticed that our 8th graders who went through this with us last year are doing a really good job, whether it be in the comments, through the YouTube stream. I've seen some of the 8th graders actually say to the 7th graders we're in school and don't say things like that. You're doing a nice job building leaders. But I just think we all need to get back on the same page now that we'll be virtual for a few weeks on what the expectations are. So I'll take care of that tomorrow, because this morning is Tuesday, and as we all know, Tuesdays are special at JW because it is our Tuesday talk. So I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Foxen for I think it's our first real edition, our second edition kind of Tuesday talk. So here's Mr. Foxen.
Thank you, Mr. Espinosa. And before I start with my Tuesday talk, I just wanted to say that it has been months since I have been able to be in this seat, so to speak, to do a Tuesday talk. And so Mr. Espinosa and I typically rotate some topics and some words of wisdom for Tuesday talks, and so we'll look forward to doing more of that in the coming weeks. So I'll start out by saying good morning, John Winthrop. This is, of course, Mr. Foxen with a few words of wisdom. From the time we are small children, our parents, grandparents, caregivers, and teachers try to mold us into successful and caring adults. Even in kindergarten, we are taught simple rules for living. Maybe a lot of you remember these. Rules like share with others, be kind, and put things back where they belong. These rules are meant to help us develop our character, to become responsible and productive citizens of the big wide world. But in the end, there's only so much those around us can do to shape us. We have to pick up the ball and run with it. We, all of you, have to decide your own character. A young Anne Frank knew this. Listen to these words written in her diary while she hid from the Nazis during World War II. She said, "The final forming of a person's character lies in their own hands." Your own hands. Today, please remember this. In the end, each one of us must choose to be responsible, caring, and trustworthy. It's a choice no one else can make for us. Now, that truly is something to think about. This is Mr. Foxon. Make it a great day, or not. As always, that choice is yours. Thanks so much for your attention to this, and now back to Mr. Espinosa.
That is all I have for today. Everybody have a great virtual learning day, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.